Now I'm using autofocus to show you what happens with the autofocus. If I write autofocus inside the input field of email ID, then you can see, then when I'm refreshing this on browser, then the cursor is blinking in email ID, and when I'm keeping this autofocus inside the password, then the cursor is automatically blinking after refreshing in the browser. Then I will write input colon focus in the style tag, and then within the curly braces I will give color equals to white, and then the background color I'm copying it from above, and I am writing background color colon blue, and curly braces close. I have given this for autofocus. Then file save, go to browser, and you can see that I have given the focus in password, so it would be blinking, cursor will be blinking in the password field, and the blue color with the white foreground color can be observed in both whenever we are taking our cursor to any field, that is email and password. Now I am removing this autofocus, also this input field, input type from the style tag. Now I'm refreshing it in the browser, then the whole user interface has been resetted. Now I'm talking about required and optional types. If I am saying that input type of email is required, then if I am letting that uh, email ID text field blank on the user interface, then it would be saying fill this blank. So I am giving required in both of the input types of email and password. So both are required now. Whenever we are leaving any of them, uh, then it would be, then the form would not be redirecting us to the action page. If we have kept the required field in one of the field in our form tag, then all other fields are optional. So I am giving input colon optional, and then curly braces within the style tag, and I am saying color equals to white and background color equals to blue. Then you can see what happens, that all other things are optional, and optional things would be getting of blue color, because I have given color will be white and background color will be blue. Now I am making it specific inside the input tag while by using attribute tag, that is type equals to password, then file save, go to browser. You can see the only the password field has been given blue. Now I am saying that input colon required, so this required field would be only getting blue. If I am saying the required if I am using required in both of the input fields of this in email and password, then both of them would be getting of blue colored. Now I am removing this required. Okay, in the user interface, if I have written TE, then it is saying please include an at the rate. So it is not taking any incorrect uh, text in the email ID. So with that we can do something, and in within the style tag I am saying input colon or input type equals to email, and then square bracket close colon invalid. If this is an invalid statement, like I show you by writing te there, then within the curly braces we will write color would be white and background color would be red for the invalid. If you filled an invalid entry there, then it would be of red color. Wait, we have done something. Okay, so we have to save it. Then you can see if I am writing there something that is not that is inappropriate, then it is showing red color. If I am using at the rate there, then it is showing no color. Then then we should move into the notepad. For now we will use this input styling for the valid options, and we would say that the color would foreground color would be white and background color would be light green. So if we refresh that on browser, it will show automatically show the green color, and I'm giving my ID. You can see how it is changing the color when it is invalid and when it is valid. Now another email I am filling here, the web at the rate gu. So it is showing green color, and now I put a dot, so it is incomplete. Then I am writing ac.in. So this is how it works, guys. So this is it, guys. Today we learned about pseudo class selectors and we used it in the form of form user interface. Then I showed you how to style the form tag, and then we use some of the types from the pseudo class selector, which were, first we learned about enabled and disabled, then we learned about checked plus pan, then we learned about focus and autofocus, then we talked about required and optional fields, and then at last I told you how to check the valid and invalid types in the user interface by using form tag. So this is it for today, guys. So practice it by yourself and learn. For any queries, please ask me by texting me or sending me email. So bye, guys.